Hey Aquarius, what is going on? We're here with a timeless reading. I'm seeing some stuff that's happening here. I want to see what's coming out first. I do get the sense that there is an awareness, you being in a spot where you may be keeping a close eye on things. We're starting off with the Ten of Swords. And the Hanged Man. What this means with Ten of Swords and Hanged Man is that you can look at a situation and be like, open and shut case. That's the call that I made. That's how I understand it. That's how I understood it. That's how I've been seeing it. That's my perspective. And you may think that you're going to stay seeing things like that, especially because we're talking about Aquarius here. Fixed air sign. Air, your thoughts, mentally, what's going on. Fixed meaning staying the same. And so you look at this thing and you're like, yeah, I know what it is. I knew what it was. I made that call. And that's like where I stay in my head. But to have Hanged Man here, that says that's actually not the case. So whatever it was that you thought that you knew about this thing that closed, to have Hanged Man here, Hanged Man is like, I have some more information for you about that. And this could have been something where you were like, my mind's never going to change about that, or I'm always going to see it that way. But Hanged Man says, no, that's not true, actually. How about that? But this would like sort of come at a surprise, it seems. And this isn't changing. This type of change is like, Hanged Man is associated with, I'm growing spiritually, and so my perception of things is changing through a way of like transcendence and expansion. So that's the type of change. Like this is very, very significant to your personal growth, and it affects the way that you had been perceiving something and how you will like be expanding your view of that, your perspective of that. But I do feel like this was set in stone for you at some point, so I feel as well like it's like maybe unexpected. For some reason, this is going to impact your self-image. Don't ask me why or how, but it will. Something about this was related to your self-image, and it's going to change something for the better. Coming at this, showing up like your best self, you are currently figuring out a complex puzzle that is in front of you. I'm seeing there be a maze and you're finding your way through currently, but I'm seeing you be actually like looking really confident moving through this, or it's going to help you to step into that energy as you move through it. There's something that you're figuring out. It does not feel easy. It's complicated. It's a challenge, but it's something that you look up to, up for, figuring out, seeing this through. So you're like, the universe just put a very complex puzzle in front of you, and you're like, I got this. Like, everybody stand back, give me some space. I'm going to figure this out. This is what I'm seeing here. And I'm seeing it's, again, like connected with a chapter that had closed and how your view of that is changing. Because I do feel very strongly like you saw it one way and there's something else now. Why are you so up for this puzzle and to figure it out and to solve it? Because on the other side of it is something that you want. So there's a prize at the end of it. That's a good motivator, because this is like something that you actually want. This isn't just your guides being like, yeah, you're gonna get some generic surprise. This is your guides being like, this was handmade for you, what it is that you're gonna get at the end of this, and you're gonna be really happy about it. You're gonna be really excited. This is something that you want. Could even be something that you dreamt about with the star on the bottom of the deck. It's like a real custom thing is what I'm seeing here. Something that you wanted that's connected with the past. A dream that you once had, something like that. Something you wanted in the past with a person. Which you could feel like very much is not in your grasp currently. This can also be like, I wanted this for a long time, or I did have this at one time, or I've always wanted this. So that's what's on the other side of this. It's like something that you want now, but it's connected with the past. And Five of Pentacles feels like you don't feel like you have that thing currently. I'm hearing what's missing. There can be somebody here that you desperately want to connect with. This is not a new face. This is somebody that you know. There were deep emotional ties with this person. But I'm seeing there may still be some anger and defensiveness. Yeah, having 9 of Cups, 6 of Cups, 3 of Cups, it's like my deepest desire is to connect with this person again. But because of 10 of Swords, like things may not have ended well with them, is what I'm seeing. Like it may have been quite a catastrophe. But I'm getting that, like how you saw that, or like how you had been perceiving it, that's changing. And I feel like that's also a major part of this, because if you still had like the old narrative and the old perspective, you wouldn't be in this place. I feel like that's a very key part of this reading, even though it seems like almost trivial. It's like, I feel like it's the most important part, because without that, none of these other things would be happening. Like if you stayed seeing things like this and it just were like frozen in that way perceptively, I don't think that, like this feels very much like a catalyst, that like the first domino that is affecting everything else now, energetically. Okay, moving forward, I want to connect with this person, I want to reconnect with this person, I want to see them, I want to reconcile with 10 of Swords. I do feel though, like until you're seeing this from the right angle, it's like this thing that your heart wants, it's like locked away in a box and you can't get access to it. So I'm seeing that like you moving through this and actually like gaining this bigger spiritual, bigger, wider, more expansive spiritual understanding of this, like this transcendent perspective of this, because Hanged Man is about like reaching an enlightenment about something. I feel like until sort of that occurs, what you're locked out from is like what your heart actually wants. So until that happens, you may not have even known that this was there. You may not have even seen that it was there. You may have had no awareness that it was there, because it was like under lock and key. And from the angle you were seeing it, like it was hidden from you, it was invisible. But now I'm seeing that angle shifting, and there's like something that you're realizing that you couldn't see before. And you could have thought too, like you were seeing it from all the angles, and now I'm just seeing something else happening here that really changes things for you. It also like changes your understanding too of what you want and what's been occupying your heart space. Nine of Cups, Six of Cups, Three of Cups, 10 of Cups. That's a very happy situation. And this is really wanting to race in that direction as well. I think you're also like figuring out what makes you happy genuinely, like now currently where you are within your life, because I'm seeing you be in like a pretty good spot with the Queen of Wands here. Like we see this as somebody being self-sufficient, able to accomplish things, self-reliant, trusting oneself, not going to negotiate when they don't want to negotiate, somebody that's appealing and kind and charming, and they feel like they can be themselves and that they're going to be able to accomplish what they want in their life by being authentic. Queen of Wands. And that's why people enjoy being around them. So there's also a recognition too of like my energy is valuable. That's also a thing as well. And so I'm seeing you be in a spot where there's that recognition of like your self-worth and how precious your energy is. So something that's coming through. Now I'm only seeing you here. I'm not seeing another person, but I'm seeing there's another person here. But like their energy hasn't come out yet. I know that another person is involved in this, but I'm only seeing your energy right now. Like someone's definitely on the other end of the line with you. This is not possible, and we don't need it to be possible. However, if we could just push you into a vacuum really quickly and take away everything that happened in the past between you and this person and just plop you down right now, you and this person, you would want to connect with them and feel that you could be very happy with them. However, I'm seeing there's an issue because of the way that things ended with them, and that really being the big problem here. Because there's this part of you that's like, they're my wish fulfillment. I've known it since the moment that I connected with them. I would love to have them in my life and to see them and to connect with them and to be with them and for things to be good with us. And I know too, like the same things make us happy, and like we could be really happy together in whatever type of relationship this is. It's just like you being with a person that you care about very much. But I'm seeing there's conflict here. Why? Not because of how things currently are or like the state of things currently, but because of what happened in the past. And that's why I'm getting this be a very big key about the narrative shifting that was connected with the way that things ended with you and this person. Because that's basically like the karmic challenge that you're moving through right now, is finding if you can be like presently present in the moment with this person while still acknowledging that something happened in the past between the two of you that felt very painful. But also there's more to it. And that's what's being understood now. It's like there's so much context that I think you're gaining as the Hanged Man, understanding things. But I'm getting like subconsciously there'd be a lot of division here, because it's like, okay, things ended like that, so do I need to like learn the lesson of I need to protect myself and they're not somebody safe that I can be around, versus but I'm feeling connected with them now, so like what's that about, and what's going on with me, and am I just being delusional here? You know, we have the Hanged Man. Am I just in a fantasy, or is this like really what's going on? Am I seeing things clearly? Am I seeing things properly? What's happening? And so it feels like these things that are being worked out, and also trying to sort of like catch up with the times too, because that could have been something that, like, yes, that happened in the past. That may not be something that would reoccur with like the current players that we have now in this scene, with where they are on their journey. So I feel like that's also being taken into consideration as well, because I do feel like you know what your heart is telling you, but there are other parts of you that are like, I don't know about that. But I'm seeing it be more of this like protective energy that's coming up for you, especially too because I feel like you've gotten to a point in your life where you're like, you demand respect as the Queen of Wands. This is somebody that's going to be like, if I don't like the way that you're talking to me, or I don't like the way that you're showing up, leave. Like that. Like, I'll delete your number, I'll block your number, I'll unfollow you on everything. Like that sort of vibe with the Queen of Wands. This is somebody that, like, they will tell you how they want to be treated, and if you're not going to follow that standard, they have no issue being like, see ya. And they're not going to care, because they know that if somebody's compatible with them, that they're going to treat them the way that they want to be treated. And I do feel like maybe that wasn't what happened in the past with this person having 10 of Swords. Like something had happened. Ooh, some of you were in a relationship with this person, or you lived with them. I'm seeing the Emperor. This can be an Aries. You can have Aries placements. But I'm seeing there, wait, hold on. I'm hearing Taco, I'm hearing Taco Bell. I'm seeing Pisces, and I'm also seeing 5 of Pentacles. This is like a fear of the unknown. 5 of Pentacles and the Moon. Like, I'm biting my nails about like what could possibly be happening, and I want to run away because I have to sort of jump into the unknown here, and it can be like unpredictable. Don't make any sudden moves. Things are still shifting and changing. But this conflict that you're feeling, I wouldn't see this and be like, I'm feeling conflict and that means that I shouldn't be here, or that this is wrong. That's not the type of conflict that's happening. This is conflict because basically 2 different things are shifting into one. Like there's a union that's happening here, and it's happening internally first, and you're probably going to then experience it like with this person. But if you're feeling this, just know that like sometimes we feel conflict because it's like, I'm not supposed to be here right now, or like this is not working, there's clashing. That's not what I'm seeing here. To have Temperance come out after 5 of Wands, this means something's actually being rectified and it's being worked out, but it's happening on an internal level first. But these are like heavy feelings that are coming up, but things are changing. I feel too like slowly what you want is sort of revealing itself to you. And as that's happening, your perception of the past is being altered, actually. It's like how if you're in the middle of something and you're at ground level, like you can just see everybody at eye level moving around you. But if you get like lifted up, you know, like 30 feet in the air, you can look down and see like these things that you couldn't see before. And I feel like that's very much what's happening. There's like a more zoomed out perspective here that's being gained, and like an understanding. And this feels very like spiritual or like philosophical or something. Like it can be tied to your beliefs. Having Sag and Neptune here. I'm also seeing Scorpio as well on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I'm seeing like a lot of sadness and a lot of pain and a lot of worry that's associated with the past, and like a lot of feelings also connected with the past. But having this, it means like just bear with it and do what you need to like assuage, do what you need to ground, just like work with this. It's about tempering it. It's about alchemy. It's about transmuting the energy. So just be temperance, be patient with yourself as you're feeling everything. And also like honor yourself as you're moving through this, and honor your feelings. You don't need to pull them in. You don't need to push them away. You can just sort of be with them and like witness what's happening. It's not going to feel, it's very intense. This is a moment where things feel very, very intense and very heightened. It's not going to stay feeling like that. Things are definitely being rectified here. But yeah, maybe there's some like revisiting stuff from the past that's really challenging to move through currently. But temperance is saying just like be with it. You don't need to run away from it or like try to escape or anything like that. Like you're really in the right spot right now. So I'm seeing this just be reassurance for you. All right, let's get 3 more. So we do have Sagittarius here. Yeah. Aw. I feel like you really gotta be brave here. Like this feels like a very new thing, a very different thing for you. Even though like I'm seeing you're being encouraged to take a leap of faith. You ultimately get to choose what it is that you want to do, but I'm seeing your guides be like, you're a little bit freaked out right now. That's fine. You're worried about things. That's fine. You're feeling a lot of anxiety. That's fine. Just be with it right now. Work it. Do what you need to do to be with it and to move with it and to care for how it is that you're feeling. And I'm also seeing the Fool, but this is kind of like the Fool being like, come on, like your guides packed your backpack. It's time to go. I'm here to pick you up. Beep, beep. And this is you being like, I'm so scared to go. But the Fool is like, it's going to be so much fun. Don't you want to have fun? And 8 of Swords on the bottom of the deck is like, I'm so anxious to drive with the Fool. I don't know if I want to get in the car with them. It's just this feeling of, I feel a lot of intensity, but I don't, it's not going to stay at that intensity level, but it may just feel like a lot when it's happening. And that can feel disorienting. You want to ground your energy at that point, especially the air energy. Do things that bring you back into your body and help you calm. Maybe even disengage for a little bit. Just do stuff that helps, like simple things. It can be like you're feeling heightened in this space, and so you do something like wash your hands or clean something or take a shower or a bath or something like that, because the water can actually help with the movement of energy, so you don't feel like it's all congregating in one space. And so it can like bring it through to the other parts, to the other energy centers. I do feel like if you could wipe the fear like off of the field right now, you would see this as being like a fantasy adventure here that's happening. But I'm getting like a lot of fear because of what's happened in the past and being like, I don't want things to repeat themselves. But I'm not really seeing that be the case. I'm not seeing a warning where it's like you're signing up for the same cycle again, like buckle up if that's what you want to do. I'm not seeing that be the case here. This is more like getting over things. So okay. Full Page of Swords. This means that you don't need to take that leap of faith yet. You're just poking around and learning. It's like you're hiding sort of behind the rock, like staring at it. And if it stares back at you, like go back into hiding so it can't see you. But I'm seeing you just sort of clocking what's going on here. And being like, is that a road that I want to go down? So there's learning that's happening. So this is sort of you like wrapping your head around it and trying to understand it and what that means. Yeah, you guys definitely have a lot of air in your chart. I'm seeing just a very being in that space through this. Like lots and lots and lots of thoughts. Okay, so this is where we're ending things. There's something here that you're checking out. When I say something, that thing that you're checking out is sort of the adventure that is being laid out in front of you. As you're checking that out, I'm seeing somebody's going to come through and give you more clarifying information about that. So you're over here, again, like sort of hiding behind the rock, being like, I want to suss this out before I commit to it. So this is you learning about what this is before you really decide to take that leap of faith. So this is you being like, I'm trying to get informed here. This feels like an outside party that's going to be coming through that may answer questions that you have about this. So I'm seeing it's like you're behind the rock and you're looking at this, right? And you're like working on your little notepad, writing things down. And then this person is going to come through to you behind the rock and be like, here's the rest of the information you wanted about it. So I'm seeing that you're going to get more information, okay? And it's about future related things. And for some of you, this is going to be coming just a little bit down the line is what I'm seeing, okay? And there's also more information that you're going to be getting to about, specifically about the end. It's like learning about the past so that we can move forward. Because it may be something where, I don't know if you thought you had all of the information or you thought you had enough to understand it, but I'm getting that that actually wasn't the case. And I'm getting that you're going to get specific information about that situation that is going to help inform you of what this actually would be that you're starting. And I do feel like this is a full circle moment, okay? I'm seeing Sagittarius here. I'm seeing Uranus. I'm seeing Neptune. Uranus can mean something happening unexpectedly. Neptune can be like a fantasy come to life. It can feel like. But it can also be something that was like kind of unclear in the past or like a bit confusing what it was that happened, where it's like, did I dream that? Like what actually was going on there? Something's definitely coming back around here. You don't need to move at a pace that's any faster than what you want to move. And also, if you do that, you're not going to feel like you need to run away. Because I'm getting like a little bit of a jumpy energy from some of you. So just move at a pace you feel comfortable with. But when like big heavy things start coming up, like this Nine of Swords where you feel a lot of intensity within the energy, just try to like hold it down as you're moving through it. Don't let it like carry you away, you know? Try to sort of like anchor yourself. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.